I had loaned my car to Kathy. The agreement was that she would take care of the car.
The car was worth less than $400. I was in the process of fixing it, and she took the car. I was riding a bicycle. What do you want me to ride a tire over my shoulder on a bicycle?
My father told me, your brother just got arrested. His bond's $100,000. Would you chip in? I said, of course. But I said, he has to pay me back.
Object, Your Honor. He's not even telling the truth. Lying. I don't even know why I'm here.
He knows why he's here.
Plaintiff Christine Copetta tried to help out her former sister-in-law by loaning her a car, but she destroyed it. She's suing for $1,928. Defendant Kathy Klimko claims the car was a gift, not a loan. She says she owes her nothing.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
I do.
Thank you. The Honorable Judge Jerry Springer now presiding. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Najee. How are you?
I'm doing well, Judge. How are you doing?
Good.
This is case number 140 on the docket, Copetta versus Klimko.
Thank you, and
you're welcome, Judge.
Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Let's see what we have here. The plaintiff, Christina Copetta.
Yes.
And you are suing your ex-sister-in-law, Kathy Klimko, for $1,928 for car damages.
Yes.
All right, Christine, you go first. What is your case?
I had loaned my car. It was a gift from my father, who's passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I had loaned it to Kathy because she had come through some hard times.
Yes.
She had been evicted from her apartment. Her car was stolen, and so she was living with my niece, which is her daughter.
Sure.
My niece Jessica was taking her to work and picking her up, so it was a burden on her. So I had a extra car available, so I thought that, you know, it would help both of them out, really.
You loaned her the car,
Yes.
and she is also now staying at your mom's house.
Right. Before I loaned her the car, it was clean, detailed, inspected. It was in good condition, had about 120,000 miles on it. And the agreement was that
What kind of car is it?
Oh, it's a 1998 red Mercury Mystique GS.
Did they have roads back then? No, what am I saying? So it's a 1998 Mercury Mystique.
I have the Blue Book value on it.
That is the Mercury Mystique. It has some value to you, sentimental value, because it came from your dad.
Right.
Got it. And now let me hear your side of the
It's
story.
my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. This car started because she sold me a 2000 Grand Am that less than a month later, the frame went on it, so I had to junk it. So she gave me this 98 Mercury Mystique, which wasn't hers at the time. Her father was still alive. The car was worth less than $400 in the Blue Book value. And I have proof that I maintained that car for the entire 8 months that I had it. I have over $400 worth of parts. That's not including the labor and other work that I did to that car.
So the agreement was that she would take care of the car, and all she had to do was put the gas in it.
Yes.
And so on March 27th, 2020, I had found out from my brother that she had hit a curb and a stop sign, and that damaged the driver's mirror and the front left tire and rim.
Okay.
And so the rim was
two separate
repaired.
accidents.
Yeah, there's two.
The stop sign was one and the curb was a...
Oh, okay.
Right.
The
so
door
there
was the stop sign and the curb was on the passenger side.
Okay, that's why I was trying to
It's
figure
two
out.
separate ones, yeah.
Yeah, because
Right.
I don't know how you could.
Right, so the rim was repaired, but then the wrong size tire was put on. And then shortly after April 10th, 2020, she had hit another curb, and then
These
that damaged.
curbs, I mean, why do
I
they
know,
have
I've
they're
been
just-
taking curbs for 35 years. But I repaired the car when I hit them.
Yeah, okay.
That damaged the two tires on the right and the
Yep.
rims, and also some interior damage with the
which
control
I-
arms and the sway bars. 6 weeks went by. June 1st came around.
Was the car drivable during that time?
No, I
Oh,
had to have
so-
it towed. I had it towed on June 1st to Firestone to have the repairs done, and that was the total. $1,928.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
1901.
And then there's a receipt for the driver's side mirror.
Is that the 27?
Yeah, that's the 27.
Okay.
And yes, I do admit that I did hit the curb the day after she came and took the key for the car. I had no way to fix it. I maintained that vehicle as long as I had it. There was no reason why I wouldn't fix it, which I did get a rim for it and a tire, because I didn't need a key to do that.
Okay, so while you had the car, you were fixing it.
I was
when-
maintaining it.
You
It's
were
where
maintaining-
it's a 1998 Mercury Mystique.
Okay,
It
if-
needs work. It's not a Maserati. It's a Mercury Mystique. The Blue Book value of the car, which I have here, is between $150 and $359. It's the value of this car.
The Blue Book value of the Mystique is $359?
$150 to $359.
Oh.
No, I don't think that's correct.
Okay, well, wait, let me look in the Blue Book value in the trade-in range is, $150 to $359.
What about the 6 weeks that I
It
drove
can't
with no
be.
car insurance on it? This is a
There-
text from her
I have the
saying
insurance
that there
here,
was
the
no
proof
car
that there
because they
was
let the car
insurance.
insurance lapse.
I
That
have-
I had no
Okay,
clue.
but now you have insurance, but you didn't
There,
at that
no,
time.
there was always been insurance. It was
Right.
a mistake that the insurance company made. It was an
Okay.
error.
She's very vindictive, and
Well, I'm not going
she's
into
just in here
motives
for
now.
money,
Okay,
and-
okay. I'm not going into motives now, and I'm not saying yes or no to any of that. I'm just saying, on the fact basis, you raise a good fact that the car trade-in value, the Blue Book, was $150 to $359. That's a good
Mm-hmm.
fact. But it's also good on her side that the fact the car was insured.
I live with her mother. She hands me an eviction notice back in May. I had an apartment. I waited a year on a waiting list for an apartment.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, my mail appears at her mother's house for me a month after I was supposed to get it to fill out the paperwork. So I didn't get this apartment because she babysits my granddaughter,
I didn't
which
touch
is
your
where
mail.
my mail
Wait.
goes to.
I didn't
You-
touch her mail.
And
You
she
didn't
used to be
touch
a
her-
postal woman.
I
That's the
didn't
kicker.
touch her mail.
And
I
she
don't know
had
what
the
she's
nerve
talking
to hold
about.
on to my mail for over a month.
Okay.
I didn't touch her mail.
You didn't?
It just
No.
appeared in a bag that your mom said Christine brought you your mail.
She was having the mail was sent to her daughter's house. Her daughter asked me to drop it off. I
She's
dropped
lying.
it
Okay,
off.
hold on. Let me hear her
My
answer.
daughter would not lie
I
to me.
dropped it off that day. I didn't hold on to
You
her
know,
mail
this-
for a month.
Very vindictive.
You dropped
I
it off?
didn't prevent her from getting an apartment. That has nothing
Yeah,
to do with
yes,
the car.
you sure did.
Okay.
You wanted me to give it
Ma'am,
to your
ma'am,
niece.
Okay.
Stop interrupting.
I understand you guys have a history, but the only decision that I need to make is what happens with the damages to the car and
Yeah, before
who is, well, you'd be responsible, but for how much? That's really the only issue before this.
Originally,
others are
this car was supposed to be mine, but her father ended up passing away, and they couldn't find the title to sign it over to me.
No, it wasn't supposed to be yours. Nobody ever told you we were
You
giving
did
you
tell
the
me
car.
that. The car's only
No,
worth
I
$400, so we're
didn't.
just going to give it to you.
I did
Because you
never
sold
said
me
that.
a piece of crap car.
I never said that.
Okay.
That
You're
I was
such
giving
a
you
liar.
the car.
You are such a liar. You're so vindictive. You're just about the money.
Okay,
Okay.
that's why I helped you out the way I did.
What I have to decide is what is fair for her to contribute to your desire to have it restored because it came from your dad, which I understand. But I'm not certain that she's responsible for paying for a $400 car to restore it to the way you want it to be.
Well, it wasn't just the way I wanted it to be. It was to
was-
make it drivable.
In fairness, despite all of your hostilities with each other, let's be fair about this. It's her car. You had the accident. She's entitled to have the car back to what it was, at least, for whatever reason. It's her car. And it wasn't her fault that this car, which was only worth $400, is suddenly not drivable anymore.
I did buy the part for the car. She took the car. I was in the process of fixing it. It would have been fixed.
She had
My
6
daughter
weeks
took me to get the
fix
part.
it.
I had the part.
She had 6 weeks.
She had the key.
Accident was
I can't get it
I
fixed
gave
without
her
Okay,
the
key
key back.
wait. Okay, this is relevant. So you.
I mean, I was riding a bicycle, for Christ's sakes, this spring,
Yeah.
because what do you want me to ride a tire over my shoulder on a bicycle?
It wasn't drivable. I didn't take the car from you. You're the one that destroyed
You
it.
came and took the car.
Who
And
has
the
the
key.
car now?
I have the car now. I took the key for a couple of days and I
She
brought
had the
it back.
This day after it happened,
She had
came and took
6
the key.
weeks. April 10th.
The
I
day
had the
after
car,
it happened, she
the
came and
middle
took
of
the key.
April. I didn't come and tow the car until June 1st.
The only
and
thing I
she
could
had
fix
my
was the rim and the
brother
tire,
to
'cause you
help
don't
me
Okay,
get
wait,
key
if
to
the
do
accident
that.
was April 10th and she came to get the car June 1st, that's 6 weeks.
6 weeks,
That
more
is
than
6
6 weeks.
I didn't have the key
She
to
had
get in it
the
to
key.
tow it
For
anywhere.
the what?
She had the key.
I did not have the key.
The key was at the house. The key was at the house.
She's
My
lying.
brother
I
had
did
the
not
key.
have access to
or
the
my
key.
mother had the key. The key was there at the house because my brother lives also with my mother.
The adult decision you made to let her have the car creates risks.
Right.
And some of those risks in the real world you got to live with. Recognizing who is responsible for creating this situation, also recognizing what the car is actually worth. So I am finding for you, not in the 1928, but for $1,200, judgment for the plaintiff.
This is ridiculous that it came this far to court over a 1998 Mercury Mercedes.
I never would have thought about helping her. The only reason I did it was because of her daughter.
Plaintiff Carl Walker is suing his younger brother for $750 for failing to repay the money he loaned him to get him out of jail. Defendant Shannon Mack claims the bail money was a gift, not a loan, and says he doesn't owe his brother anything.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Thank you. The Honorable Judge Jerry Springer now presiding. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Najee. How are you?
I'm doing well, Judge. How are you doing?
Good.
This is case number 124 on the docket. Walker versus Mack.
Let me see what we have here. Okay, we have Carl Walker. Carl, you are suing your brother, Shannon Mack, for $750 for a personal loan to pay a bail bond company. Okay, so let's start with you, Carl. What is your case?
So listen, I don't really want to put my family through all this, through the mud and all that stuff or whatever, but you know, I got bills, I got medical bills, I got kids,
Yes.
you know. February 2020 comes around, I receive a call from my father.
Yes.
And he told me, he said, hey, your brother just got arrested. His bond's $100,000, he's got arrested, they violated his probation. We short $950. So he said, would you be able to chip in $750? I said, of course. I said, my brother.
Yeah.
But I said, he needs to understand that this is a personal loan.
1 second. How much was the bond?
The bond was $100,000.
So normally you got to come up with 10%.
10%,
Right,
absolutely.
so that's $10,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you're being asked from family members, can you come up with $750?
Yes,
Got
yes,
it.
Your Honor.
Okay.
So I told him, I said, yes, I would gladly do that because of my brother. He got to make sure this is a personal loan, that he knows it's a personal loan. So I said, I agreed to it. So I said, make sure you let him know that this is going to be a personal loan that he has to pay me back within a few months after he gets out. So fast forward, he gets out. The next day, I give him time to go see his family and stuff. So the next day I go to see him, and we sat down, we come to agreement, we sat down, we write a letter. This is the actual letter right here. We sat down, writes a letter, and he reads it over. We write it down. He signs his name, I signs mine, and he agrees to pay me within the first 3 months in full.
How long was he in, well, I guess I could ask you that. How long were you in jail at that moment?
Only a few hours.
So in other words, the same day that he went in, the bail was put up?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and as soon as he got out,
Yeah.
that's when you guys
Yes,
sat
next
down?
day. Yes, next day.
The next day?
Yes.
Okay.
He said, all right, cool. He said, I'll pay you back in full within 3 months.
Object, Your Honor. He's not even telling the truth.
Okay,
he's
well,
not,
I'm
he's
gonna
not, he's sitting here lying. And he got me coming to court, his own brother.
What were you in jail for?
I ended up going to jail for domestic. But basically, like, I don't even know why I'm here.
He knows why he's here.
Like, all my family members chipped in to put in money. He the only one want his money back. Like, and it's a favor for a favor. I don't owe him nothing. The money's a gift.
Did you or did you not sign the letter?
Yeah, I signed it.
Well,
I signed it,
that
but
what that does is, I'm not saying it should have been a gift or it should have been a loan. That's a separate issue.
it's a gift.
But, well, if he wants you to sign something,
Yeah.
then he's telling you this particular item is not a gift. Here's what I see. I don't think there's any question that over the years, and even recently, he has done things for you. You guys, at some level, have a real tight bond. You know, siblings have a wonderful bond, but they also fight more viciously against each other.
Absolutely,
So I
right.
get it. Normally, when family members or even close friends or lovers or whatever, when they pay for things for each other, they don't, you take your girlfriend out to dinner, you don't have her sign, okay, I paid for this dinner, I want you to pay me back this amount. But if there is an incident where you say specifically, let's write this down, this brings it to a different level
Yeah, sure, I
than
need my
just
money.
taking care. So
Sorry about
when this is signed, all of a sudden, it's at a higher level of responsibility than just, you can stay at my place or whatever. I'm not saying staying at a place isn't worth money and
Yes,
rent
Your
should have
Honor.
been paid. But when you signed it, you said you would pay him back $750. Now, I can understand why you might have done it, but you are an adult. You weren't drunk. You signed it. And I'm not saying you haven't done things for him.
I did a lot of things for him.
I know you did. But now you probably know that if you do something for him,
Can't look out for people.
or you say, I'll help you this time, but you're going to sign a contract that says you're going to pay me back. Now maybe the next time he needs to stay at your place, you say, you can stay, but you're going to sign here. You said you would pay him back the $750. You wrote it, you signed it, you weren't under duress, therefore judgment for the plaintiff, $750.
Thank you, Thank you, Jerry.
Basically, I couldn't really afford to give him the money, but long story short, it's crazy. I don't know why he dragged me to court.
I think I want to come here and drag him through the mud. Absolutely not. But I need my money. Simple. You know what I mean? Like, no hard feelings. Ain't nothing personal. You know, if something happens to you, I'll be right there in the hospital with you. You know? Facts.
Hey, YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.